Good. I'm reacting to the metaverse is the worst team
The
sound.
most popular part of the metaverse is probably Decentraland, and it only has about 379 daily active users. You could easily see that many people in RuneScape's Grand Exchange on one trade world. And then there's the graphics of the metaverse. We've seen that already. We live in a
Wow.
world
Shit looks
with
like a
realistic and
Nintendo
photorealistic graphics,
gameplay.
and that is a standard in pretty much any AAA title that is being developed by companies like Rockstar or Bethesda. And yet, the metaverse is out here with graphics that are worse than a lot of PS2 games. This is
What the
footage
hell is
from
going
Final
on?
Fantasy 12, a game that came out in 2006 for the PS2, and it only had a total budget of $48 million. That's including both the budget to develop it as well as marketing and things like that. Compare this to the 15 billion or so that Meta has spent on their metaverse just in the past year. And speaking of graphics comparisons, you know, a lot of people, myself included, had been comparing metaverse characters and just the way that the metaverse looked to Miiverse characters because
Bro, look, I just gotta say something, bro. Look. Hey, look, all of these metaverse, Fediverse, or whatever the name of these stuff, bro. Anything that is not real, anything that you cannot grab, bro. And these metaverses, this metaverse, bro, they got people hooked up into the like a multiverse, another dimension. Where people are buying land. I heard Snoop Dogg is buying land, but we're like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So when you look at it, bro, anything that you cannot grab, bro, it's not valuable. And these people are losing money on it. Mark Zuck is losing a lot of money on this shit. Yeah, bro. Also with the crypto shit, bro. Like it's not real. It's not something that you grab. I don't get how people like invest into that shit. I know people get rich off of it. I know that, but I don't get it. How I don't get how it's like something that's valuable, especially with all the hacking that's going on right now. With the I don't know, bro.
likely by the same cruel god that created them. Now, apparently, this legless phenomenon in the metaverse is the result of the Oculus headset that you need to use the metaverse not being very good at tracking people's legs. It's got a whole bunch of cameras all around the headset, and it's relatively good at tracking you from the waist up, but below that, it just has no clue.
Yeah, it's just
Instead of
dipshit.
just
That's what it
making some
is.
stuff up to fill in that blank, you know, like giving people tentacles or maybe centaur legs, Meta just decided to be lazy and turn people into a floating torso. Now, to Meta's credit, the old Zuck did make an announcement in his true AI form that characters in the metaverse are soon.
Bro, look at this bullshit, bro. Is this why I'm playing
Sure,
Wii back
it
in the
might cost them
2010s, bro?
extra dollars, and sure, maybe Meta had to lay off a bunch of employees to make it happen, but none of that is important. What matters is your virtual reality avatar can now stand on their own 2 feet. But even in this video that we got, their movement still doesn't look that realistic. It kind of seems like their ankles are a little bit stiff, and of course, they're like.
Bro, look. She looks like a Mrs. Olympia woman that's on steroids, bro. Look at the way she walking, bro.
But even in this video that we got, their movement still doesn't look that realistic. It kind of seems like their ankles are a little bit stiff. And of course,
Look
their
at
legs
them
don't have
ankles,
shadows,
bro.
and their bodies
Damn.
also don't have shadows. Nobody in the metaverse has a shadow yet. So I guess that everybody is also a vampire. I'd also like to point out that this Connect keynote that is showing off his character's new legs, it isn't actually footage of his character in the metaverse. It's animations that were created from motion capture. These legs aren't even real, man. It's Hollywood trickery. They want you to think that you're going to have legs soon, but no, you're going to be a sad floating torso in the metaverse for a long time to come. But I can see this Connect keynote for what it really is. It's a cry for help. More specifically,
What the hell, bro? Get the ugly dude out of my
you
face.
see, just last year, Meta was trading at about 300.
Bro, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it, bro. This dude, Mark Zuck, is trying everything to make this company succeed, but it's not going to. This shit is not real. How are people investing in this bullshit? I really don't get it, bro.
$53 per share. And now that's down to $134 per share at the time of me making this video. Now, a lot of people use
And I bet it's now low.
at least they did back when it was called Facebook. That was literally the F in FANG or FAMANG, which refers to a different arrangement of big tech stocks like Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Google, and Microsoft. It used to be that if you invested in these companies, you would see better returns than investing in the S&P 500. And that was true for years. It was also the reason why all of these big tech CEOs, and especially the founders of these big tech companies, are so rich because most of their net worth is tied up in the company's stock, which is also why Mark Zuckerberg has personally lost about $77 billion, or over half of his net worth, since September
What?
of last year. This is also why Facebook is no longer in the Fagman group, because compared to all of those other big tech companies, it is doing very poorly. Now, funnily enough,
That's when you try to change humanity, you
Facebook's
piece of shit.
came from Apple, another member of the former Fagman group.
Who's this
because
dude?
They introduced app tracking transparency, which all of a sudden made it really easy for any normie with an iPhone to shut out all of Meta's tracking and advertisements, which was their primary business model. So I can kind of understand the sudden change of business model that Meta's doing, because Apple pretty much shot them in the leg. But now it looks like Meta is shooting themselves in the legs, which I guess explains the floating torsos.
Yeah, next one is in between the eyes.
Get a bunch of investors
Hopefully.
with fake CGI legs. So they went ahead and created a real thing, the Meta Quest Pro, which Meta also announced at Connect 2022. Now, the Quest Pro is a little bit different than the Quest 2 because it isn't really marketed for gaming
The hell is this
or
book,
whatever it is.
bro? You know how to seduce everybody to buy what they got, bro. They all make all these fancy ads, bro, with the phones looking all fancy shit. But then when you look at it, bro, it's just a piece of plastic bullshit, anyways.
300 or so people in the metaverse are doing.
So I'm making a car now.
Is trying to become the bedrock of this virtual office that the Zuck thinks is going to be the cash cow that's going to put his business back at the top. Now, the Quest Pro retails for $1,500, so it's a pretty big investment. I mean, this is probably going to cost more than a company laptop and a company phone that employees would get combined. Plus,
Bro, I could get a Chevy for $1,500, bro. What? For a headset?
As those phones and laptops that
Bro, this dude is stupid, bro.
I really doubt it's going to be as easy to service them either. I mean, I doubt it's going to be as easy to service.
This guy is losing his mind, bro. Thinking he's all creative and shit, but he's not.
It's hard for me to imagine people that would actually
He's not doing nothing
to use one of these for their jobs. I mean, even the examples that were in the Quest Pro commercial are not very convincing to me. Like, here we see a woman using the Quest Pro to create 4 virtual monitors, but $1,500 is more than enough to buy 4 real monitors and a flexible arm mount for them. Which
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would you buy something that is not even realistic? That will cause your eyes to be weaker and cause your eye damage, and probably your eyes not gonna be able to see this pen from 10 centimeters distance. And you can buy like 6 monitors for that same amount and just watch everything in real life. I don't get this dude, bro.
If it wasn't cluttered with over a dozen pencils and a phone from the 1930s. Or we've got this guy with the beanie who can use his Quest Pro to make some floaty stuff come out of his skateboard, and then he picks up a Rubik's Cube and nervously fumbles around with it.
What?
Like, come on, man. Who is this actually for? Help me understand the job or the trade that is going to be revolutionized by...
Bro, unless you make this metaverse stuff get into real life, you are not going to be profitable, and people are not going to buy this shit. Like, the reason, in my opinion, people like so invested into crypto and stuff, because at least they can this whole multi-universe metaverse or whatever coin, they can change it into dollars. That's why people are invested into it. But like, if you're making something that's completely in outer space, like we do not even see it in real life, people aren't gonna invest in it. Simple, bro.
New tool by this Quest Pro. Prove to me that
Who's this?
entire virtual meta office bullshit is not just a long con scheme to get businesses to buy their headsets for their white collar employees. So that
Bro, this dude got his hairline all messed up in the metaverse.
Explained in a 3-paragraph email. I'm so tired of having meetings that could just be emails. And you know, at this point, I can't even pretend like I understand Meta's business plans anymore. Hell, at this point, I almost think that the Zuck is just trying to distract us from a possible alien invasion. It's only a matter of time until we see a giant spaceship in the sky, like that scene from Independence Day, driven by aliens that all look
Imagine,
like
bro.
Mark Zuckerberg. That seems more likely to me at this point than Meta actually turning a profit. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you think the Quest Pro and avatars with legs having virtual meetings and people buying and selling virtual land to each other in Decentraland that's next to Snoop Dogg or Joe Rogan, do you think that all of this is eventually going to turn Facebook a profit?
No.
Or are they going to continue to bleed money until the Zuck returns to his home planet? Leave a
They are going to bleed money until Zuckerberg, the Zuck, says, "Hey, bro, I gotta wake up and turn this shit name to Facebook once again, cause this meta shit is not doing me nothing." The only source of income that I'm getting right now is 60-year-old woman posting pictures on posting good morning posts on Facebook, and World Star Hip Hop on Instagram, bro. That's where I'm getting my money. So the dude gotta get back to his senses and name everything Facebook once again and get off this bullshit of the metaverse, bro. Cause that ain't no meta, bro. There is not no meta. We just have this real world. Even this, bro. Like this dude should have make his lessons from the dude from the crypto market, bro. Everybody's losing his money. So I don't know what these guys are doing.
like on this video and share it.
Yeah, bro. See y'all next time.